everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the 49ers going up against the Cowboys. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Kaepernick now on first down. Out to the flat for Hyde. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be a San Francisco first down. First and 10. Here's Kaepernick. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up second down. The starting 11 on your screen now, and the one we discuss is Torrey Smith.
You would do worse than to just call long pass plays and throw it to Torrey Smith. He can certainly take the top off of any defense.
Now Kaepernick. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
To throw is Kaepernick. And that's incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now a play fake here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Witten.
You just give him full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. On third down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Charles, Ezekiel Elliott, he's on quite a 3-week stretch, isn't he?
He certainly is, and when you think about where he was drafted, number 4 in the entire draft, and the prevailing wisdom that says you don't draft a running back that high, you can get a back later on who will do the same type of damage. I don't know if it's going to continue to hold up that way. Ezekiel Elliott is powering the Cowboys in the early season.
134 on the yardage side against the Bengals and 2 touchdowns.
4th and 1. I don't think Wild Horses could have dragged that quarterback off the field. He was motioning to go for it from the start. And sure enough, it's the ground game that gets him the first down.
This is Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or feet or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side, able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a first down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Oh, that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seat. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Bryant with a catch right side. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Kaepernick now on first down. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. Call it a gain of 3. And it's a 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
To throw, Kaepernick. He dumps it to Hyde. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And he got it done in the passing game on that play. It was almost like a run because he caught it right around the line of scrimmage. Either way, he got a big chunk of yards after making the catch.
And McDonald here over the middle. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. First down, a run with Hyde. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 78 yards on 22 carries and a touchdown for Hyde this past week.
I've always liked him. I really liked him coming out of Ohio State. He's a big back with small back skills. Excellent footwork, great vision, and really has enough oomph to make his way. He's going to lead what Chip Kelly wants to do on offense, and if they play well, it'll be because he's running the ball.
Now Kaepernick. This one complete right side to McDonald. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Blake Bell, a 15 16-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's able to put it through. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. These Dallas Cowboys on offense, they have been humming. In fact, note you and I were discussing before the game, first team in NFL history to have a rookie QB with 1,000 yards passing and a rookie running back with 500 yards rushing through 5 games.
Those numbers would be good no matter what year they're in the league. But when you say rookie at quarterback, rookie at running back with that's off the charts. And boy, that offensive line, they've got to just be walking around big smiles knowing how much they've contributed to that. What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because you know, most defenses 3 levels: D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them, and then you throw the ball over their heads. And now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
Now Prescott trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A great read, and it's picked off. The 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space. All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. This will be caught at about the 5. And Curley had his first 100-yard game of the season this past week, Charles.
And isn't it fun to see guys have success after they've been somewhere else? Because remember, Jeremy Curley started the season in Detroit, ends up in San Francisco, and never loses confidence in his abilities. And boy, did he flash them against Arizona. Big game for him.
Had a touchdown grab as well. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Colin Kaepernick with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And it's good to make it 14-0. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Prescott. He's got time in the pocket. Bryant with a catch right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, Kaepernick surveying the field. His throw incomplete. Well, we have a second after the incompletion. Tom Brady came back, and in a big way this last week, didn't he?
I know he's 39, but he played like he was 29, maybe even younger than that. And I had a chance to talk with him last year about his training and what he does. He really believes in his regimen, and he also thinks he's going to play well into his 40s.
It looked like he could. 400 yards, 3 touchdowns in Week 5. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And now another one thrown incomplete. The tight end, Blake Bell, the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up.
Not only was that a 3 and out, it was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. Out to the flat for Hyde. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
Now Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Let's go league-wide here. The Atlanta Falcons, we haven't talked about them a whole lot up to this point, but back-to-back weeks beating Carolina and Denver, the 2 teams that played in the Super Bowl.
And I know that many people earlier in the season were saying, well, remember they started 5-0 in 2015 and they collapsed and didn't make the playoffs. But after what you just described, being the 2 Super Bowl participants back-to-back weeks, including Denver on the road, I think people believe this team's for real.
Here's Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Hitchens coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action for Hyde. Now Kaepernick. This one complete. Right side to McDonald. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be third down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. Hard throw, incomplete. The intended target, Mike Davis. And it's 4th and 4. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4th. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Now, you know, partner, while we have a second, we went into last week, week 5, with 3 unbeatens. We left with 1, the Minnesota Vikings.
It's a tough league, and you never know what you're going to run into. Denver, they were surprised at home by Atlanta. How about Philadelphia on the road at Detroit, who was 1-3 at the time? And Minnesota keeps rolling along. They thumped Houston. And a lot of people are giving a lot of credit to that brand-new stadium. They think it gives them great atmosphere.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. On the move to his left. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
2nd down following the incompletion. Back to throw again. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 8 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here we go. Bryant 38.
Now Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changed.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sean Lee leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Anthony Hitchens coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And a little bit of a surprising move here. They will not punt the football. They will go for it on 4th. They do go for it. And he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. Well, this O-line, they've had trouble with a pass rush all game long. This time it cost them 2 points.
I mean, you've got a quarterback back there who's running for his life, and he's had no time to throw the football. They've sacked him time and again, and this time they do it in the end zone.
You said it, partner. No time, none whatsoever. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, Is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's Prescott rolling to his left. And an alley to run. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go! Flex round!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
They intercept, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And this is back to a 5-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return now, here's Keyshawn Martin. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. All week long as a defense, you game plan to stop this guy as a runner. And then when they start sneaking him out of the backfield and throwing it to him, that totally disrupts what you plan to do in the game.
Back now in Arlington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. He dumps it to Hyde. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Kaepernick now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'll give him points for standing in there and making the throw, but I got to take those points away because he threw into double coverage.
Yeah, you took the pop, you're right, but that's one maybe you just take the sack.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. And most quarterbacks don't want to eat the ball. They want to try and make a play downfield. I think your point is spot on. Take the sack. Don't force it into coverage. He was fortunate, didn't get intercepted.
So ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw is Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete as well. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be first down, Cowboys.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Now Prescott, and that's going to be incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target, and it's third down. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect him.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's fourth down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Ohio! Ohio! Check 6 guard!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. And he fires one incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. To throw is Kaepernick. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Kaepernick. And he finds McDonald. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Kaepernick. He finds his receiver left side. This is Patton. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Steps away. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Kaepernick. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket and throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A gutsy decision there, going for it on 4th. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Kaepernick looking to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Kaepernick looking to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out of the ball game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL.
Let's face it, in most cases,